Okay.
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 Good?
Okay.
And we're back.
Good Lord.
We have, look, all things in full consideration here. We don't have a lot of really rough starts to this show. We're allowed one every couple hundred episodes.
Right. Maybe we'll switch to restream instead of me doing a direct stream output. I don't know. We'll work on it this week, guys.
We'll work on it. We'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. All right. So are we gonna run the intro? It's time to run the intro?
All right, let's do it.
Roll the dice if you dare. Let's go and fight, protect, persuade, deceive. Let your party run free. Enter the world of mercenaries. Mischief, mischief, mischief.
Ugh. We're back.
We're back.
And we're back. They always want to argue, is the glass half full? It's a mess. I drank the first half, and you can drink the rest. Hello, and welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. Sometimes I do this kind of thing just to see the looks on your faces when it happens. It's 100% for the like how a kid will knock over something just to see the parents get mad. It's similar. It's a similar kind of mentality. Welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. As always, I am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, and I am joined today by these emotionally damaged individuals with whom I have somehow introduced complete chaos into their peaceful lives, unwittingly, I might add. And I will now introduce them in no particular order, starting with Crusader for those who are different and is not really sure why everybody's so upset about this half-dragon. Norbog, the Hugbear, is here today. Someone who probably doesn't want a whole lot of people to see that cat picture. Gilberta fucking Knott is here today.
God, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, no, that was the fun first half, and then we got to the second half. Also joining us, inheritor of new staff and friends to crabs everywhere, Penn Wright is joining us today. And she'll be gunning for the death penalty. We have Lilith the Singer here today. And last but not least, we have delegator of boggle hunting, Kishano the Quick, is joined us here today. He's dedicated himself to solving that problem at the academy.
Dedicated, pawned it off,
Yeah, you know what? Look, delegation is a big part of leadership. When last we left our heroes, got proper musical accompaniment, the party divided, fractured, split into pieces after what appeared to be a rather normal day at the academy, as normal as things get around here. Jabetta had gone shopping and looking for people to distribute her Salune rings to, while the rest of the party dealt with problems at home. And then it was discovered that Vakala Enna, the blue half-dragon leader of the dragon cult, former leader now, as he is deeply wounded and is claiming that he has been hunted by assassins. He arrived at the Avalon Knights Academy Waterdeep Manor House and asked for the assistance of our heroes. It was there that the fractures began. There is a bit of disagreement amongst the party as to what is to be done with this former cult leader. His crimes are many, and some quite heinous. But still, they are faced with the challenge of what to do when someone arrives at your door asking for assistance, even if they're not a friend. And with that, after some deep discussion, was resolved that Kishano and Norbog headed back to the Avalon Knights Academy, while fearing for the guards assigned to Vakala Enna. Blacktooth, Marcus Phoenix, wow, lost it for a second there, and Ogbog the Manslayer. Penn, along with Lilith and Gilbetta, opted to stay behind and look after the prisoner and try to ensure that nothing bad and no danger would come to the people that they treasure so much. And with that, they decided they were going to have a trial for Vakala Enna. So, a day has passed since the events in the Avalon Knights Academy Waterdeep Manor House. Gilbetta, Penn, and Lilith remain in the Manor House, while Norbog and Kishano continue their business at the keep. In the intervening time, Wormspit has been summoned to do an evaluation on Vakala Enna. And that is where we join our heroes. Morning has arisen in Waterdeep. In the Waterdeep Manor House of the Avalon Knights Academy, you all have guest accommodations. They are fine. They're nice, but they're not home. And there's enough people that there's been a kind of guarding and shifts happening with Vakala Enna. In the intervening time, he has been silent, almost motionless in his cell. So it is morning. Who would like to go first, and where are you?
I just want to say that I don't sleep, so I would not have left.
Very well.
I will be there as long as it takes.
Fair enough. Yeah, assuming if it's next morning, I'll assume we all just kind of went our separate ways for the evening. But I think Sharp came back to the keep with us, right? So Betty, you
Yes.
asked her to come back in. So yeah, I will be finding her. And I'm going to take off the chainmail that I would have taken it off, but I'm not putting it on today. And I'm basically going to be finding her and just sort of drop it in front of her. I can't wear this. It's more of a liability than it is a safety.
I suppose.
I understand your concern for me, and I appreciate it, but things are getting rough again. We don't know who's coming for us, and I have to be mobile.
All right. I see your point. I just don't want anything to happen to you again. All right?
Well, that's unavoidable. Something will happen
You say
to
it's
me.
unavoidable, but
But what?
you need to look around you and remember that the people you can rely on are all around you.
Yes.
Just promise me you won't go off again like an idiot on your own.
I'm not planning on it,
All right.
but I must do what's necessary to protect those people. as
Again
they'll
with the
do with me.
caveats.
Look!
You...
Look. Malay. I'm going to die before you. Whether that be soon or of old age. I am human. You're going to have to accept that eventually.
Later is preferable. So
That
let's
is the
do our
plan.
best with that.
And hell, who knows? At this point, it may never be permanent. Right?
We can only hope. After all, that's why we got into this. We wanted to live forever.
One way or another.
Just one way or another. Yeah.
At least I've got the statue. So,
Yeah, well,
you know.
I mean, it commemorates your death, though, so...
Sure, but I'm just saying, you're falling behind.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Speaking of which,
Look,
have you seen Wild lately?
no. Well, I've glimpsed him. He keeps stalking the areas outside the academy from time to time. I catch a glimpse of him and he leaves. I think he wants to, but he doesn't know how, if that makes sense.
He wants to leave? Again?
I think he wants to settle in, but he's never done that before. So there's always the, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't get comfortable anywhere.
Yeah. Perhaps if we
Look,
settle up the unfinished business.
maybe.
I mean,
Sitting still has never been something any of us are good at. I'm amazed you've done it as long as you have.
me too. Responsibility is not quite as uncomfortable as I'd always assumed.
Safety. That part is nice.
Yeah. It's something. Well,
Yeah.
Wild can do as he chooses. I have a new sire now. So,
Hmm.
with it, a new set of responsibilities, I suppose. Strange. Having to uphold someone else's ideals for once.
You've always walked the edge of heroics, brother. Maybe it's just time you dive in.
Well, are you sure you want to recommend that? I mean, we see what got me last time.
Maybe dive into the shallow end.
It's a good way to get a concussion.
She just kind of rolls her eyes. like this has happened 1,000 times before.
Look, I love you. And I'm looking forward to the upcoming celebration. But with things to attend to at the moment.
Brother, I hope that you can get your house in order before the celebration.
As do I. In the meantime, there's other conversations to be had, so I do appreciate your support.
Imagine you got a lot of talking to do.
What I'm best at.
Hopefully you won't need the armor.
Nope.
Good luck.
Yeah. I am gonna need something though, because without it, my AC is 16 or 13. Sorry.
Yep.
Faster.
You have a barbarian. Just stand behind me. It's fine.
That's
I
true.
haven't been hitting like 4 combats.
Exactly, because I've been standing in front of you.
Right?
That's what Lilith used to say.
Is there an echo in here? Did you say Vakala Anna was in a jail cell?
Yeah, you guys have locked him up.
Just to kind of get an idea of where Lilith's at mentally, just to kind of rewind a little bit in the night, you guys probably heard like glass breaking as well as some wood breaking in whatever accommodation Lilith's staying at. Because she was probably trying to make an attempt to face Vakala Anna, not sure what to say, but the moment that she's like sees him in a jail cell, she starts to remember stuff. And
bring back some memories.
It brings back a lot of memories, like just not for her personally, but she remembers Vakala Anna's past. And her mind's pretty much at a mess right now, so she's kind of like, she kind of crashed, if that makes any sense, when too much is in your head. So that's where she's currently in her room.
All right. So Lilith is staying in her room and breaking stuff.
Norbog is back at the keep and she's pulling double duty on morning chores. She's doing all of her dad's chores at the same time. So she's taken his morning watch. She's currently pruning his garden because he's not there to do it, and she's not quite as good at it. She's trying to keep herself busy because she would prefer not to show up when Wormspit does. She doesn't think her opinion is currently valued and that the others want to see her. If she goes back to see Vakala, she would prefer to do it when there's fewer people around, and she has less of a chance to run into Lilith and Penn.
Very well.
Jabetta's close by. She probably takes the perimeter watch most of the time. Just so that she can not sit in the same spot. So she probably takes up that perimeter watch and just walks around the outside and watches out for any potential threats.
All right. So, Jobetta is out walking the academy, or walking around the estate. The houses are very densely packed in Waterdeep, so it's kind of like, walking up and down a street just to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And Penn, you are staying down by the cell, if I'm correct?
Yep. Just chilling.
All right. When morning comes, Blacktooth departs as his watch is ending, and Marcus Phoenix shows up. Ah, hail, friend Wright. I imagine that you stayed up all night with our guest.
I've been here the whole time. Waiting.
And what are you waiting for exactly?
Just a trial. And at this point, he'll swap to Awakened Mind specifically to Marcus Phoenix. Just a trial, just for this to be over. To no longer have this individual within our walls.
At this point, you realize something that that's never been brought to your attention before. Marcus sounds different in Awakened Mind. The Marcus Phoenix that you know is always very boisterous. It's like, haha, what ho, very excited. In Awakened Mind, he doesn't sound like that. And he returns back. My friend, I believe that you are waiting for something that is not likely to come. In my profession, in what I do, I've seen broken people. I can tell when someone is harmless. Whatever anyone wanted to do to this creature in our cell, they succeeded.
And I guess I'm just waiting for everybody to agree on that. When it's over, I'll just come to terms with whatever that result is.
You go with the flow a lot. Do you ever consider when it might be time to fight against it?
I go with my feelings most of the time, unless I'm specifically going for logic, and I just can't see why someone would defend someone trying to kill half of us, or any group of people, really. And in this moment, as he says it again, he kind of pauses. Although I guess that's kind of exactly what I did. But that was family. That was different. That was someone we knew was still there. I knew. I don't know this person. He was never with us. He never stood with any of us.
Penn. I'm a killer. It's what I do. It's what I've always done. I have no position to judge anyone's morality. I wasn't always the person I became when I joined the Avalon Knights. It's the person I am now. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it helps. But I thought I'd let you know.
I appreciate the insight. I do have a lot to think about, but for now, a lot's going on, and I feel like standing still and ruminating may be the best way to calmly move forward.
Do as you wish. I must say, I don't envy the weight that is on your shoulders. And then he returns to speaking out of awakened mind. Well, dear friend, if you wish to stay up all night and just watch our friend, well, at least I could do is perhaps bring you some coffee.
Lots of milk, please.
Of course. Do keep an eye on him. He seems fairly dangerous. And he drops you a wink and heads upstairs.
This is the morning, right?
Yep.
You hear a knock. Penn?
I immediately, in awakened mind, yep, I'm here. Still here. You can come in. I mean, it's public space.
I can't. Do you mind if you come out here for a little bit?
And he kind of glances back. Sure. Let me wait for Marcus to get back at the very least so that he can be here. He said he'll be right back. It shouldn't be but a moment.
Marcus returns momentarily and hands you a little cup of coffee with a lot of milk in it.
Thank you. I'm going to step out for a moment. And I'll step into the hall to I have a very concerned look on my face at hearing Lilith like that after all this, and I'll come around and just be like, are you all right? Is everything okay?
I don't know anymore.
Okay. What are you feeling?
Confused. I was so angry with Wakala and us. What he did to us. And I didn't. I'm sorry if what I did upset you guys yesterday, but I don't know. I said it was to get even, but I feel like there was more to it. And I couldn't figure it out until I saw the mirror, seeing my face, the eyes. He didn't look any different from Akala Enna's. And I think I was just really scared.
For which reason?
It felt like I was hurting myself. I don't know, it's really confusing. And I feel like I'm not that different. That where Akala Enna stands, that could be me. I mean, it's still possible.
You're not a bad person, Lilith. You and I are very similar sometimes. I felt very much the way, not exactly that I believe that you felt, but I would venture that you and I were at least in the same wheelhouse of feeling yesterday. But you're not that person. You know, you don't want to hurt people. We do hurt people. And I believe that we are more willing to hurt people with less reservation the more they have hurt those around us. And maybe that's something we need to look at. But no.
I was weak. And I like it
Mm-hmm.
when I feel like I can be strong. And show other people that I'm strong. I want them to hesitate before they ever think of attacking me.
I get that. I think people...
But if I snap...
We're all here. That's kind of the point. We're all here, and we're all here in case anything happens. I worry about that all the time. I want to be a necromancer, and I always have to worry. Will I know when too far is too far? Will I know when I have to stop? Will I know when I'm becoming the thing that scares me most? And there have been times where those lines get blurred, especially when I see those around me in danger or hurt. And there are moments when I would give up almost anything to keep any of you safe. And those are the moments when someone reminds me. And it helps. We're stronger together. That's why I didn't agree with what you did yesterday. And I may not be as upset about it because I was also very distraught at the time, but we have to recognize that once we made a decision, we can still disagree upon it, but going directly against it in a way it's kind of weakening us as a whole. We're stronger together. People will think twice about messing with us when they see all of us unified. Apart, I'm just a warlock and you're just a bard. But together, we're all a family. And sometimes being strong means staying your hand even when you really don't want to. But I don't blame you completely, and I don't hate you. I don't think it was right, but I'm not going to judge you for it. Did you sleep?
Not very well. I wanted to head to the Kalana, or I don't know. Then seeing him in that jail cell, it made me remember. Bakala and his past.
Yeah.
How much do you know about it?
I have fuzzy memories from different places, so I don't remember all of it. The only things I know were that he attacked you and Gilbetta and that he wanted to eradicate humanity. I don't know anything of his past.
He was property, Penn. He wasn't his own person. And I really do get why he's so angry. He removed those that owned him, and it wasn't enough. And I don't know if he can ever turn off that anger. 'Cause I can't. I'm just so thankful that I have you guys here. To make sure I don't end up like him.
You will never end up like him. And I didn't know most of that. And that does force some perspective that was probably much needed. So, thank you for telling me.
Yeah. We don't talk much.
Not as much as we should.
No.
Have you mentioned any of this to Gilbetta?
She saw it, I believe, in the mirror too. I think. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah. She saw it.
So she knows.
She knows. Probably didn't forget like I did.
So, while you guys are having this conversation, meanwhile, back at the academy, Norbog, working herself, trying to take on all the chores, is approached by her mother.
Hi, Mom.
You know,
Do you
your
wanna-
dad does that too.
Yeah, well, he's not here, so I thought I would.
No, not the chores. Buries
Oh.
himself in work when there's something he doesn't want to think about.
What else am I gonna do about it?
You gotta try.
Try what? I am very powerless in this situation. There's nothing to try, Mom.
Norbog,
Mom.
you are never powerless. You are a strong, powerful, fierce bugbear warrior.
And currently I am using that to prune back these roses, which are very difficult and Dad's better at. Look, sometimes you just cannot actually do anything. This is outside of my hands. There are so many other people who have equally as passionate memories, and I am outnumbered. I know how this ends.
How does it end?
They'll kill him. They will kill Vikel-Enna, and it'll be as fair a trial as we can manage. And they will bleed him for information. But I have no doubt that Lilith will get her way, and she will have his head, and they will pick his hoard clean despite rolling their eyes at it 24 hours ago. Because that's what happens to bad people.
You don't think he's a bad person?
No. I think he has done bad things, and I know he has the potential to do good things. And I don't know who we are to judge the weight of someone's crimes in the past versus their potential in the future. I don't think any of us can, and yet we're going to.
I think you hear kind of from off in the woods. I apologize, I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, though. To her mother. May I have a word?
Sure, I've got boggle traps to set. Just be careful.
I always am. You too.
And Norbog. Sometimes when it feels like there's nothing that you can do, that's the time when you need to do something.
I don't know what else to do. I already picked a fight with two of my friends, and it's gonna be a mess no matter what, so...
And she pats you on the shoulder, and she just gives you a little hug, little motherly hug.
And give her a big daughter hug.
Oh!
Big hug, Sean!
Big hug. Big bugbear hug. And she does whisper in your ear, and she says, I've been picking hopeless fights with your father for years, and I love him dearly. Sometimes we fight with the ones we love when we think they're wrong. And she lets you go.
Thanks, Mom.
And she leaves you in Kashana.
You know, your seat at that table is the same as everyone else's. I made sure that just as much care was put into your chair as everyone else's.
No, thank you. It's not that I don't think my voice is heard, it's that it's going to be drowned out by two others. I mean, I appreciate that you're here, but I'm pretty sure you don't agree with me completely either. So...
Honestly, I've yet to pass judgment, and I frankly don't think it's my place to do so.
Then who's going to judge your trial that you brought up?
Well, I intend to assemble a jury of his peers as best we can.
Do you think that will ever be fair, assembled from the people here?
I think you forget exactly the spread of people that are here. This community is not simply made of adventurers, us ostensibly in charge. This community consists of a tribe of goblins, a group of freed orcs, people who can relate much more closely to his situation than we can. Are you aware of all of the crimes with which he's being charged?
Not as well as the rest of you are. I wasn't as involved. I do remember the terrible things he did, though, in that other world. And I know I can't defend him. Even I have 1 week of knowing that he was good and him coming to help us in the end against all of your memories in another world. And the world that I remember he was good in doesn't even exist. I might as well bring evidence from a dream into a trial. It's laughable what I have to offer.
I had no personal interaction with him until he showed up at our manor.
I didn't know that.
I've been brought up to speed on the various perspectives, but my understanding that he responded to his own oppression with vengeance. His goal was to eradicate my kind. And frankly, from what I know of his past, I find it understandable. But the question that remains to be answered is whether it's justified. We have a history of providing the benefit of the doubt and an opportunity to change. And we have someone who's very good at fostering that change.
Before he came to the academy, my dad did some terrible things in his past. I know he tried to be compassionate, but I know enough about war parties to fill in the blanks of the things that he won't talk about. And you're right, the academy looked past that to his compassion, and they believed that he had potential. And if they hadn't, you and I would be standing on opposite ends of a battlefield as I tried to raise the academy to the ground. So I'm very grateful that that hasn't happened. So perhaps you're right, that folks here like my dad can see potential, and maybe it won't be as disastrous as I think it'll be.
Hope isn't lost. And I think it's valuable that we have multiple perspectives on the situation.
If you want to call punching him in the face a perspective.
Yes, again, that's not something I condone or intend to tolerate. That's far outside of my sense of justice.
I'm glad the others stayed back with her.
Gilberta has a level head. But most of the time, Gilberta has a level head. And I don't think she's as personally impassioned as the others. So she won't let
I don't know. Penn did rather passionately proclaim neutrality there.
He claims neutrality, but
He was shaking his head at me while he was saying it. I don't think Penn is as neutral as he likes to think.
he's not. I don't think Penn's ever been neutral about anything. At least not as long as I've known him. He's loyal to a fault. Sometimes to those who don't deserve it. Sometimes for the wrong reasons. Shallow reasons. Much as Lilith is often hostile for the wrong reasons. much as perhaps you're not exactly unbiased either.
Oh, I know I'm exceptionally biased in this circumstance.
So, my concern is that we focus less on the opinions of our various selves and more on sorting out what is right. That Vakala Anna be judged based on his experience and his choices. And I'm going to do my best to see that that is how this is carried out. And if you choose
Thank
to
you.
passionately defend him, somebody should.
Thank you. That's all I can ask.
You know, I've a human in a human world that affords certain simplicities. But I know what it is to be stepped on. And I don't appreciate when it happens.
I just want to believe that we're better than our worst experiences. I want us to be able to rise above them. We're all just a handful of bad life experiences away from exceptional cruelty to each other. And I don't think we should all judge each other so harshly by that. I want to believe that compassion can raise us above those terrible days.
I believe it can. And I believe it has for many here. I would ask a favor of you.
Of course.
Assess who from the keep you think would serve as a fair and impartial jury.
Even though I am biased and not impartial.
I'm not necessarily advocating that you have absolute control over that choice. Merely suggesting that you would be one party suited to suggest some candidates.
I can do that. I think all I can do is just wait now.
I intend to return to the manor today, perhaps to accompany Wormspit, see what he believes after his evaluation, check in with the others, see if anyone's had some more time to think.
I'd like to go back at some point too. I don't know if I'm quite ready to face some of the others, but if you're going and you wouldn't mind me tagging along, I think I could probably face Penn and Lilith if you're there too.
I would certainly not mind you tagging along anytime.
All right. Well, just let me know when you want to go. All I'm doing here is what my dad would be doing.
There are others who can take over for you. Whenever you're ready. I'll be at the tower.
All right. Thanks. I'll probably try and finish up here. I feel like the garden should stay in the family at least.
And while that
Go back. Yeah.
conversation concludes, meanwhile, out on the streets of Waterdeep outside of the manor house, Zobetta, while you're on your patrol,
Mm-hmm.
A large figure in a heavy cloak departs the house. You can tell that it is this is Ogbog, but he's thrown a lot of layers on so that he doesn't get like, there's
Yeah.
a bugbear in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
And kind of walks out and kind of approaches you. I hate Waterdeep.
Yeah, I don't really blame you in your position. I'm not really super fond of it some days myself. Is the way
It's not
things
even
stand.
it's not even the regular stuff. It's just too crowded, you know?
I mean, yeah, that's it's a city, so there's not much really do
Yeah,
about that.
I like my space. I think it comes with being a big guy.
I mean, that's why you've got a perfect little spot at the keep, I think, that you've carved
Yeah.
out for yourself.
Yeah, at least we got nice wide open spaces here. Even when you got no roof and Waterdeep, it feels like it's coming down on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit. That's kind of why I've been taking the patrols, because I have a couple of conversations that I have to have, and I just haven't wanted to have them yet because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah. Gotta love those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. Not
I'll
looking
be
forward
honest.
to that one.
It kind of makes me miss my old days where I had those conversations with the end of my mall.
Ogbog, me and you have a lot in common when it comes to that. Because I tell you what, there's nothing more that I love than having a conversation with somebody that's at the end of my moonstone hammer.
Yeah. Can't mace away all your problems.
Nope.
And that always the case.
Can't mace them away. I can pray them away. I can try to pray them away all day, though.
Yeah. I've never been a religious type, but it agrees with you.
Yeah, it's didn't used to be this way, so it's kind of still weird sometimes to me that I'm a fucking prophet. I don't like, what the fuck is that? Me? What the fuck?
I don't know. I always figured, greatness would be something you just kind of stumble upon along the way, but I've always just been a grunt.
I think you are far more than a grunt, Ogbog. You are one of a fucking kind. And I could not be happier that your family is with us at the keep.
Me too.
Damn it, Ogbog. I was out here in my little world. And now I think it's time. I think I need to go have one of these conversations.
Well, sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin.
Yeah. Hey, do you want somebody else to cover the patrol out here, or?
Nah. Walter says he can handle things outdoors. I just figured I'd come out and get some fresh air.
Hey, feel that. I can't wait to fucking swim. There's no water anywhere in this place. Can we?
Right?
Should we
And
go-
they call
should
the
we-
place Waterdeep. It's
I
weird.
know, it's crazy.
Thank you.
Can we? Oh, we need to put a pool, and we gotta talk about this. I can't.
Yeah,
do
we
this.
should hang out more.
We should hang out more. Okay, I'm gonna go now.
All right.
And
Good
so
luck
that's-
with our guest.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions going around about that one.
Yeah.
And she'll
That's,
she'll go to like walk away, and she's gonna stop and turn back, and she'll say, "Hey, Ogbog,
Yeah.
if the choice was yours, what would you do?"
Oh.
Right?
If it was me. I'd probably have a fight discussion with them.
That's fair.
You know, drop weapons, bare knuckle, hammer it out, talk about what you think.
Well, I'll tell you what, if nothing else, if we'll come back to that. If nothing else works and everything else fails, we'll come back to that.
Hey, sometimes you never really get to know somebody until you fight them.
Gonna be a lot of fighting in the next couple of days.
Well, hope you get to know all of them.
Thanks, Sockbug. And Jabetta will turn around and she's gonna go track down Lilith.
Very well.
Um,
Penn, Lilith, are you still having your discussion?
I imagine that's probably this. I'm assuming this all kind of happened around the same time. I'm probably
Yeah.
I'm standing there with my coffee, stirring it with mage hand.
Yeah, sure, I'll hang out for breakfast.
All right.
Before I head back to my room to do a thing.
Walter has kind of laid out a breakfast spread for everybody. He's kind of given up on the idea that everybody is going to have like an organized together breakfast, and he's just kind of set up some a la carte stations for
here's
everyone.
some food. Here's some food.
Yeah. He's like, serving is out the window today.
I don't think I've ever been more saddened by the phrase "together breakfast" in this context.
Yep.
I hit you in the feels.
Yeah, Joetta's gonna come find Lilith. And I guess if her and Penn are together. Good morning.
Good morning. How did you not sleep?
Same as usual, but a little less restless than usual.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a weird. Trancing is a weird. It's like I'm awake, but I'm not. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's a whole
there's like a half-hearted finger gun. Like I get it, but I don't.
Yep. And she's Lilith. Can we chat for a minute?
When she hears Jabetta like say Lilith, her like swinging tail like immediately stops, and there's a bit of a jolt. It's just like an uh-oh kind of thing. When you mention like a kid out.
Called to the principal's office. Literally.
The heart jump feel.
Oh no.
Oh, if
But she's
y'all-
gonna try to keep her composure and be like, oh. Okay.
I can go if y'all are trying to talk.
It's fine. I imagine there's somewhere we can go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So just Jabetta just kind of is. How are you feeling this morning?
Tired.
I think we're all a little tired today, probably.
Yeah. I guess yesterday was just a little more surprise.
Yeah. Look, you know me. I'm not one to really fuck around with the details. You know that what happened yesterday wasn't okay. I don't have to tell you that.
Okay.
I think getting even, wanting to get even, and punching a shackled prisoner in the face are two different actually doing it and thinking it. But I also get it. I wanted to punch him in the face.
If not me, you then.
I wouldn't have done it. That's the thing.
Hmm.
I think I have a job for you that might give you a little perspective. Get you out of the house for a little while. Not right now. This is a got a group of students I'd like you to take out. Remember Angelo?
With some, can you be specific?
I don't know, did you meet Angelo?
I'm trying to read you better, like,
A little bit.
yes.
And she'll describe Angelo.
Oh,
Yeah.
the little drummer boy.
Yep. Yep. That's the one. I think it might be nice for you to spend some time with our students. Because you're not really on the classroom side of things as much. So I just want you to take this group out. Don't let them die. But also, they sign liability waivers, so like.
Gilberta, did you properly I mean, unless you're not telling me something, is there someone else going to be with me, helping me out?
I think you got it.
Insight check. I love wasting dumb rolls. It's a 10.
Yeah, sorry, she thinks you got it.
Really?
Yeah. It's perspective. It's all about perspective. I think seeing how a different group functions together would give you perspective.
You're not trying to get rid of me, are you? Are you
God,
agree
no.
with me?
You're no. What? Okay, well, I'm a little upset that you punched dude in the face, but like,
How long?
I mean, I don't know. Probably it's just one trip, one journey, like a little field trip. You'll look. Maybe a day or two. I don't know. Like, what, 4 to 6 episodes worth? I don't know.
Oh. Okay. I think.
Look, it'll be
I need
fine.
Yeah. What? I just make sure they don't die, right?
Pretty much. I mean, there's, I think, Angela's a bard. There's like a druid and a rogue in this group. And a paladin. So it'll be fine.
A paladin?
Yeah.
Lilith thinking back from her last experience with paladin.
Hold on. Look, don't. Not all paladins, okay?
Is he like the paladin in Penn's hometown?
What? No.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that guy.
I don't want another report of you hearing me punching a student now.
That's yeah. Also, don't want that. That's why I think it'd be good for you.
Oh. This is a tough mission.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Just
Okay.
don't, don't let him die. But again, liability
Yeah.
waivers already
That's-
signed. So
A little relieving. Okay. Walter? Wine? Mimosa?
Coming right up, Miss Singer.
What? Okay, well,
Just,
that's fine.
Oh, late Gilberta. Wormspit has arrived.
All right. Well,
Penn?
let's go meet up with him, and Gilberta will go.
While they were having that conversation, so I'm imagining this happens right before Wormspit gets there, like maybe moments before. Once they leave the room and Penn's alone, now that Lilith doesn't need me, I need to get back.
Yeah.
And I look down at the table in front of me, and I can't help but think about the conversations we've had and the people who aren't here. And I will just pick up, just make a plate like I would any other time for anybody else. And I will carry it down with me when I go. And when I get there, I will reach through the bars and sit it on the floor of the cell and just kind of slide it in. And I imagine I've been a warlock a long time now. I've used awakened mind probably more than I've spoken. So I'd imagine I can muster something akin to a whisper. So maybe somebody might not even know whether or not it was actually said, but to this individual in the cell with his back turned, there's just a whisper in his mind that says, "No one will hurt you while I'm here." And he goes right back to, he doesn't even move, he just stands where he was. Same position, same place.
With that, Marcus departs for a little bit. Says, thank goodness I was busting for a break. I never like to sit still for too long. And after Marcus departs, there is the sound of scraping in the cell as Vakala Anna moves himself up to the plate and begins to eat. And he speaks. Do you remember the first time you saw a dragon?
I do. It was long ago.
What did you feel?
Fear. Definitely some awe, but mostly a deep-rooted fear.
I was only in awe. I saw a creature that was powerful enough that nothing could stop it. That nothing could hurt it, or nothing could take something away from it. You know what it is like to be akin to the most powerful creatures to roam the earth, to be laid low time and again.
No, I do not.
I do not defend any of my actions. I know that I am a monster. I don't excuse the actions of the people under my command. I have my ideals, and I follow them because I believe it is what is right. I believe that this world is unjust and that it needs to be reshuffled. As I said before, our methods are different, but I believe our philosophies are the same.
At least at the very surface, I believe so.
Thank you for the meal.
You're welcome.
And Wormspit arrives through the portal. And Norbog, Kashana, are you with him?
If not with him, close behind, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
Gilbetta is there to greet.
Ah.
Lilith will be in her room.
I'll just
Worms.
Gilbetta and I have been working together long enough that I feel like just with the look I can check in. Everything okay here? Sort of.
And she gives you a look that you immediately know is her everything is tense but seems okay for now face.
Since everyone is here, if you'd like, I'd like some time alone with our captive. I will do my assessment and I will present my findings in the sitting room.
Of course, whatever you need.
Trust you implicitly.
Very well. I will need some time alone with him.
Of course.
I believe we all need to have a bit of a, well, perhaps not all of us, but at least some of us need to have a conversation.
Very well.
To the sitting room.
Yeah. I think we'll all probably make our way to the sitting room or to whatever conference room we have where we know it can be private.
Yeah, there's kind of a general meeting room that's the sitting room at the Avalon Knights Academy Manor House. That it is a private place, and that there's two entrances, and the doors can be closed off at both ends, and you can kind of have a open space there. This is the place that you were sitting in when you were attacked by Azko's men.
When everything was exploded.
When everything was exploded. Anytime that you've had any business dealings in the Waterdeep Manor House, this is the place you guys have been. So as you guys all...
anyone who doesn't quite feel up to the conversation yet, free to sit out.
Well, Lilith is in her room.
think I'm sitting it out. I don't think I want to talk to you guys yet. I think I'd go wait outside Vikelana's cell and wait for Wormspit to finish up so that I can slip in after him.
All right.
So it's just me and Kashano and Gilbetta.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Which
Lilith?
is
Will you be joining us?
I'm in my room.
I mean,
I imagine he's at your
Lilith,
door.
will you be joining us?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I get the scene. There's no door actually. The door was ripped off.
Oh, so you're just knocking on the frame.
Yeah, I guess so. You see Lilith on the floor trying to piece the mirror back together. And when she hears you say Lilith, she drops the mirror and turns to look. Oh, I'm sorry. And she gets up and kind of brushes off whatever dust has collected on her dress, and she says, "What did you need?"
Just having a bit of a check-in conversation. Wonder if you'd like to join us.
Check-in conversation?
Yeah.
Looking back at the mirror on the floor. Yeah. And
We
Should
can have
follow.
Walter replace your mirror.
no, I don't. I can take care of it.
Do you mind if we at least have the door reattached?
Later. I'm not in the mood to see too many closed doors. At least in my room.
As you wish. We'll be in the sitting room.
She follows.
So,
I imagine Jobetta and Pin were just there, just like.
So did you hear about those crabs?
Yeah. And what? Yeah. What? Wait. What crabs?
They're gonna be. I think they're gonna be living at the academy now, and they gave me a cool staff that I keep looking at, but I've been having a hard time attuning. My heart's been somewhere else.
Penathan, right, you have a habit of burying the lead. Jabetta, there's a giant monstrous crab too, but it appears friendly.
What?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's burrowed into the riverbed.
What does it sound like?
A bit shrill, kind of unhinged.
what does it sound like?
Should we be concerned?
Remember how I kept being like, does anyone have a kraken? And everybody was like, you can't ask that. That's insensitive. Well, apparently we got a crabkin now. So that's exciting.
What does that even...
friendly.
Okay, so there's just okay.
Yeah,
I
Look.
don't know. I just
How? Where? When? Like what?
they were. It was the one we gave the knife and the pets to. He apparently up.
The thing I gave a knife was a crabkin.
No,
All right.
you gave that crab apparently brought all the other crabs in the crabkin because we told them about the crab shack and they were very upset. So I asked Cookie if we could stop serving crab, and we can. And now they've agreed to live here.
Wait,
So I
what?
guess they're gonna be running around the crab shack now,
Look.
doing.
nothing is
Crab.
attacking for the time being. None
It's a
of them
good
have
thing.
entered the keep. The very large destruction thing is currently outside the walls. So let's assess that after we deal with the matters at hand.
Oh
It doesn't
God.
matter.
Okay. I cannot wait to see that.
Yes,
I'm-
I'm sure you'll have good conversation with it.
I cannot wait to talk to it.
At this point, Norbog, you see Wormspit depart to go present his findings. And as he walks past you, he looks up to you and says, he he does actually want to speak with you.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I've been waiting.
Of course, I'll present my findings to the others. I'll give you the cliff notes once I'm finished, of course. There will be a packet available.
Thank you. I trust you, though. Are there any other... Are the other people who've been guarding him around?
No. Wormspit was downstairs alone with him.
All right. Yeah, I'll go in alone then. Once
right.
again, be the only person to ever remember conversations with him.
And as you go downstairs and approach him, he has actually dug his claws into the cobblestone foundation at the side of the wall, and he is kind of doing pull-ups at the edge of his cell as you walk in.
That's terrible for your claws. I know, I've tried.
Dragon claws regrow quickly.
Oh, I guess mine are kind of fragile. They look scary, but they're actually really not. Can't do much damage.
You know me.
Very little. And
Yet
you
I
don't
have no
know
memory
me.
of you.
I know.
You remember the first time you saw a dragon? And we're going to take a break right there.
Before we go to break, I do want to point out that we do have yet another gift from our good friend Skylar / Hongi. Your name comes across different each time, but it was a Koshano scene. So we'll be getting that post-credit scene. I think it was as a consolation for the technical difficulties today. Thank you. I appreciate your love and support. If anyone was wondering what that is, if you join our Patreon at the highest tier, you can assign one post-credit scene per month. Or if you make a very generous donation, like our friend here, you can have that post-credit scene happen that very episode. So we're going to be seeing the second scene of Koshano's story. When it gets through 5 scenes, it changes something fundamental and interesting about the world. That's how we got
The Crabkin.
the Crabkin. For those of you who are new here, after 5 hen scenes. So also want to point out, though, that if you want more scenes from our Sky here, his kind of resets now. So he gets to do another one if anybody makes that donation.
He gets to do another round of messing with me.
But we'll be back in 15 minutes.
All right.
All right, folks. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that short rest. As always, before we jump back into the action, we're going to check in with all of our players and learn a bit more about what they do and where you can find them. Buck, take it away.
Hello, and welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I am a very lucky Dungeon Master. I get to play with all these cool people and do this emotionally heavily episodes with them, and it's really cool and great. Drama. Acting. Okay, so... and I'd like them all to tell you about the things that they do on the internet. And we're going to start. We're going to start with Lilith today. Lilith, talk about the things that you do.
Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, so I'm Lilith, also known as Dipper Dog. I do games on my YouTube channel, and recently tapping into doing other shows outside of just video games. I'm preparing a art game show if anyone's ever, interested in that. I got a cool cast waiting. I just need to set that schedule. And I have an art raffle going on if anyone wants art from me. If you win an art raffle prize, just tweet and follow and stuff, and it'll make me happy. I'm gonna drop it now. There you go. The link to the Twitter. And then I apologize for all the Cloud and Tifa posts you may find on there. Just ignore them. I don't have a problem.
You guys gotta put together some link trees.
Yeah, we
I
need
need to do
to
that
grow
right after
some
this
link
show.
trees so we can go and get the link harvest in the fall and then bring it in for the winter. So we have links throughout the harsh winter.
Plant some link seeds.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
next up let's go with Norbog.
Hello, I'm Arcady. This is Sunshine. You can find us
Aw.
both on my Twitter, which is Arcady Cosplay, where I make cool stuff, and I make cool stuff. Sunshine gets in the way. That's our dynamic here. Otherwise, you can find me here every Sunday, and every Friday you can find me over on Trash Bin, harassing Puck as he plays Fire Emblem and getting trashed while he does so. It's called Trash Bin. What is it for? Getting trashed. Other than that, I have a cosplay show called Running with Scissors, which you can find on the Mercs YouTube, and there should be a new episode coming out as soon as I film it tomorrow. Real quick on this one. That's what I'm doing this week, is panicking.
Excellent. Next up, let's go with Kushano.
Oh, all right. Hi,
I'm going up
I'm
and
Jonathan, also known as the Mad Maker. I am the producer here, the one constantly in a state of anxiety over technical issues. Yeah. I also I play here. I do other stuff. I've been on TikTok lately. You can find me over there at Marty Immortal. Might be changing that name soon since I'm not doing Marty content like I had originally planned. But I might start doing a little bit of cosplay-ish content. I've been getting some effects makeup lessons from our friend Arcady. Something that I dabbled in many years ago and was kind of interested in but didn't stick with. So it's fun to get back. And yeah, other than that, check out my link tree.
Thank you. Next up, we got Penn. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
we would have Penn.
I'm so put upon by technicalities. I was muted, but I'm Penn. I'm Noctum Sky. I'm a little bit of everything. If you want to see me, you can go find me on YouTube under Noctum Sky. You can find me on Twitch Monday nights. I used to do Mondays and Wednesdays, but scheduling conflicts and whatnot. So check me out. I'll be doing something tomorrow night. Who knows? Maybe it'll be more Final Fantasy. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. But point being, if you want to see more of me, though, I'm going to do a very specific plug here. If you want to see more of me, go check out Mom's Trash Bin on YouTube specifically. You can catch us every Tuesday night. We'll probably be doing some more Valheim, but Mom's Trash Bin on YouTube is actually our great Dungeon Master Puck has been doing a lot of work there. There is a link in the chat, uploading a lot of our older episodes and cutting them and trimming them, and they look beautiful. So go check those out if you want to see us play everything from Tank Narok to Ladies Night, of Fire Emblem to etc. etc. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Show us some love. And that's my plug. So you're welcome, Internet.
Yeah, if you're into
Hold on.
Puck rage moments, we're gonna be uploading when we played Magic Legends, so there's gonna be some more of that.
I need to intercept about this guy's Final Fantasy VII thing if he does it on Monday. He's never played it, you guys. He doesn't really know about the story, so it's a reaction stream.
Yeah, I'm a
It's been a
Klessy fan,
treat.
apparently. I'm a man of culture.
What? I think I understand those words, but in that order, they don't make any sense. Giovanna, tell us about yourself. What you got
Hey,
going on?
I don't know what any of that just meant there. Sup, Sarah. Beth Panic records. I panic edit. So that's how that goes. Sky cooks, but he doesn't know how, so it's funny. That's a show. Sean talks about stuff, it's modules and stuff. Beth panic records making stuff, and then we do that. And then there's some world building stuff. Those are all our shows, and they're shows that exist over on the YouTube, and those come out every Saturday. So you should go watch those.
I love how Sarah presents these kind of things like some network executive that needs a programming slate and like did not prepare for the meeting and just walks in. It's like, yeah, that guy can talk about stuff. That's a show.
That's a show.
It's really the
It's like-
salesmanship.
it's like-
that's
It's
most
like that.
impressive.
It's like that episode of Seinfeld where they talk about making a show about nothing, because
Yeah,
that's
it's
what they did with
exactly.
Seinfeld, and they talk about it in the episode about how they're
That's
going to make a show about nothing.
What'd you do
It's
today?
that-
Meta.
That's
It's that
an
meta
episode.
type. That's that. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's an episode. So I don't know. Just go watch all our shit. I don't know. If you think we're cool, go watch our shit. I don't know what to tell you.
That's yes.
Also, I'll throw that. Let us know which things you like best, because it's like we're trying
Yeah.
out content, you know,
Yeah.
and like we can rotate stuff out if you aren't that into it, and we'll make sure to keep stuff if you are into it. So comment on
You
those
can't hurt our
videos.
feelings. If you don't like it, just tell me it's awful. Okay,
I
maybe
really-
just tell me.
So that's me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I fucking love those pitches. All right. Welcome back. When last we left our heroes, man, feels today. This episode is heavy. It is heavy. I feel like I'm in the deep, deep ocean. And it's not just because I sound like this.
Sometimes I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
What?
It's a song.
Sometimes I feel like. Okay, so when last we left our heroes, everybody was anxiously awaiting Wormspit's findings from the psychological evaluation of Vakala Enna. But while that was going on, while those findings were being presented, Norbog has stepped in to have a one-on-one conversation with Vakala Enna. And we now begin that scene in progress. So, do you remember the first time that you saw a dragon?
It was falling from the sky. Massive and black. Crashed into the earth near me.
Black dragons are very dangerous.
I didn't know that. I'd never seen a dragon before.
What did you feel?
Fear. But not of it. For it.
For the dragon.
A creature falls out of the sky, crashes to earth, and bleeds all over the place? Yeah, of course I'm gonna worry about it.
They should not need your concern.
Apparently it did.
But I understand it is kind of you to give it.
Thanks.
So how do you know me?
Your black dragon fell out of the sky in front of me and crashed and died.
That crash was 3 weeks ago. You were not there.
That crash was another lifetime for me. sounds silly, but it was another lifetime. And it didn't happen.
I don't think I understand.
You can call lightning down from the sky, and yet believing in multiple timelines is too much of a stretch for you?
I believe in what I can see and feel.
I do too, and I saw that dragon fall from the sky, and I felt it die under my hands.
He was a friend.
I know. That's what you called him. And then you took his horns, and you traveled with me on my way to Golden Fields. And partway there, you departed to go do a ceremony with the horns of your friend. I don't understand the ceremony, but maybe you'll believe me since I know that you were going to perform a ceremony with horns.
I placed them in his home. Mortal races. They tend to paint dragons with the same brush.
Well, I can't imagine what that's like.
And he kind of looks you over. You do not bear the marks of the difficult life.
I don't. It's been rather sheltered, I know that. Has its perks. But in another life, I did bear the marks of a difficult life. You know what? I wasn't all that different. I don't think you have to suffer to become who you are.
It is not necessary, but sometimes suffering awakens something inside of you that you can't put away.
I didn't know you for all that long, so I really can't say what suffering you went through in either timeline, but I do know that on that journey we had together, you offered me an army of dragons to help me burn down hills far and kill every human if I wanted. And instead, you brought me an army of dragons to an unwinnable battle at the end of the world and helped save everyone, including humans. So I think your suffering can be temporarily put on a shelf, if not forever put away.
I don't know who this person you're describing is. But you do echo things that have occurred to me in the last few weeks.
I'm not even sure if it matters who the person I knew was. But it's still there. It matters to me. Might not be a lot, might not help you in this world. But it's a memory.
Why did you want to speak with me?
You asked to speak with me.
Yes, I wanted to know why you knew me, but you were waiting outside.
Kind of wanted to see if you were going to ask why I knew you. Because I'm the only one here who offered you help. So I figured you'd probably want to know why. Why did you even come here for help? There's a high chance they're going to kill you. Why bother asking anyone here for help? It's so stupid.
Because the chance that they would kill me here was not 100%. And it was in most other places I would go.
Still stupid. Now you've broken everything here. Whether you meant to or not.
I did not want to break this organization or the people in it. Even when I encountered them the first time, I knew of their deeds and I knew of the organization as it was, this Avalon Knights. The things that they have done, and the shelter they have given to people who have no shelter anywhere else. I just wanted them not to stop me.
Well, you do still have my help, regardless of what happens here. I don't know what good it'll do, because I can barely convince you that you were a good person once. I don't know how I would convince anyone else of that then, if not you, but...
I am not a person. I am a dragon.
Everyone's a
soul.
person.
I do not feel like a person.
Well, too bad. You are. You're here. You're in a society. Except that you're a person and partially a dragon in your soul.
I don't know how to be a person.
Well, for starters, you could stop trying to kill everyone.
For starters.
It's not a bad place to start. It's very simple. To just not. It's easier than you think to pull a punch.
But should the powerful not just be able to take what is theirs? Is it not right for the strongest and most powerful creatures of this world to rule it?
You think you're the strongest, standing in your jail cell right now. How far has that philosophy gotten you? It's gotten you here.
Mistakes were made. I
And
depended on too many.
What, so you're going to seize power of everything by yourself, then? I don't think you're very good at this.
he's, that hits him actually a little bit. What do you mean?
You failed here. You've been taken out of your rank. You've come to ask, to beg people who will probably kill you for help. And yet you talk about being strong. I don't think you're very strong from where I'm standing. Or from where you're standing either.
But I should be.
Then perhaps you're trying it the wrong way.
To have this blood in my veins. To know that I'm one bloodline away from creatures that strike fear in the hearts of all that see them. Yet, you are not afraid of me. Your friends are not afraid of me. Even the dragon cult is turned against me. Why? Why am I not entitled to that same respect?
I mean, I wasn't afraid of your black dragon either. It's not inherent. You make who you are. And who you've attempted to make yourself has failed repeatedly. So perhaps it's time to reshape yourself.
Perhaps. As I told your friend, I make no excuses for who I am, or the actions of my men. I did what I thought was right, what I thought it took to make a just world.
I think the version of you I know I caught a glimpse of you trying to do something right. I'm sorry you don't remember it. I'm sorry no one else remembers it. But I think there's potential.
All right. Regardless of what your friends decide, you must ensure that you stop whoever has taken over the dragon cult.
I think that's their main objective in all of this. I think you're a distraction to them right now, so don't worry about that.
Perhaps. So, is there anything else you'd like to say to me?
No. Because I'm not sure you believe me on anything I've said to you. So, I tried. And that's all I can do right now.
That is all we can do. We will each of us do our best.
I just turn and leave then.
Very well. Meanwhile, upstairs.
Look, it was like a big crab with tentacles. I feel like we're really getting lost in the details here. Gilberto, you can talk to it when you get there.
I'm gonna talk. Don't you worry. I'm absolutely gonna talk to it.
I don't think this is the most important thing that we're dealing with at the moment. Can we please get back to the whole murderous dragon cult situation?
Yes. I have my findings.
Thank God.
That was
Please share.
Well, Vakala Enna is a deeply damaged individual. He believes that everything he has experienced is a sign that the world is unsalvageable, and that, in fact, the true place of all dragons are to be ruling this world. But even then, he is
He's
a
hard to get
mixture
hold
of awe and disappointment when it comes to dragons. He is in awe of their power and their capability, but he is in disappointment of them for not doing what he believes is the only course of action, to seize control of the world. He told me that he wanted to make the dragons better than they were, so that they would realize what they were capable of. He is intelligent, articulate, but his convictions lead me to believe that he will likely pursue his ends.
Do you feel his mind can be changed?
Well, anything is possible with time. But,
He's scared.
yes, in a
scared.
way.
He's doing all of this so he can feel safe.
He thinks that a world where dragons rule, he and others like him will never have to endure the things that he endured.
But those
Is he
unlike him
scared?
will. And that's concerning.
Yes. Look, as a rule, no one is unsalvageable. I firmly believe that. If I, a humble goblin, can become the administrator of a prestigious adventuring academy, no one is beyond improvement.
Well,
But,
you may be humble, but you're far from unimpressive.
well, that is only for those who take a closer look. Dear Kashano, you know that there are many who would look at a person of my physique and think a savage.
You know I was once among them.
Yes. But all of us can change. So, the other thing is he does not deny his crimes. Any of them. He fully admits, although he, as oddly as it may seem, for the events near Boriskir Bridge, he does express remorse.
Why that in particular?
When I asked him about the incident, he had explained to me that one of his subordinates had acted outside of their orders. He then explained that the punishment for that subordinate would be that they would have to face the inevitable retribution for their crimes. It was at that point he ordered the withdrawal of the White Dragon from this subordinate's charge, and left the subordinate, well, to our team. He said, it was not right to bring people into the battle who were not fighting it. This does give me hope. But there is plenty others that give me concern.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. If my opinion matters, community service. He's scared.
His fear is understandable. His outrage is understandable, and his quest for vengeance is understandable. What concerns me is his feeling of supremacy, entitlement.
Is that really true?
Yes, I'm afraid so, but this may be a side effect of the dragon cult. The
Can
dragon
we
cult teaches all of its members that dragons are above everything.
Can we try Zone of Truth?
We could attempt it.
I mean,
I look at you better. If she's forward or not.
that will only reveal what he believes. If this is truly a matter of cult indoctrination, then
He believes it.
but perhaps there is hope. People have been deprogrammed from extreme beliefs before.
Perhaps.
Please, Gibetta.
I mean, I could cast the spell, but it's not foolproof. Penn, do you have any thoughts?
I've been looking out the window this whole time, listening, but just kind of watching. And as you look over at him at this point, you probably see he's holding the old AKA amulet in his hands. And as at hearing that, I just am looking at it. No one is unsalvageable. And I kind of grab it and hold it to my chest. Sometimes I just have to remember that.
What is it, Lilith, exactly that you wish to accomplish with Zone of Truth?
I just want to know if his actions are truly from fear. Then there's a chance we can convince him that maybe he doesn't need the dragon cult to feel safe. But if he has been brainwashed, as you said, by the dragon cult, then I don't know.
Well, I will say that if there is anything you wish to speak with him about, now seems to be a good time.
I can't
He
believe
did
he's in
seem
there.
to reinvigorate a bit as I spoke with him.
You all can. I can't when he's in there. I can't.
Is there anything else we need to hear from him now, or do we move forward to trial?
Should we bring Norbog in for that question?
Norbog.
If she'll
Where
join
is she?
us. She was just taking some time to herself, as far as I know.
She wanted some time alone, yes.
I'll go see if I can find Norbog. Are you ready to join the discussion?
Yeah. Don't see why not at this point.
So
I
don't
presume
we'll
we
go back.
Either we catch her up on everything Wormspit said.
She gets caught up on Wormspit's briefing.
Is there anything more to discuss or sort out before we move forward to a formal trial?
Mm-mm.
All right, then. I believe that was how we decided to handle things. Suppose the next step is selecting a jury. Got a rather diverse group at the keep.
Yep.
Maybe we can find one that's balanced. Any further objections?
No.
No.
All right, then. In the meantime,
Very well.
we've got to figure out where this cult now is,
Yep.
what their next move is.
And who's taking it over?
He
What's
did
the
give us
best
some
way to
information
stop
on that,
it?
didn't he?
He did not. He just said he was attacked by assassins, and he doesn't know who. That's why he wants you guys to figure out.
Wormspit, do you think the assassins still care about him? Is he enough of a mark for them to seriously come after? How on alert do we need to be through this process?
It's difficult to say without knowing the organization that has targeted him. Although, if the intention was to remove him from the dragon cult, he does seem to be basically powerless now. It is possible they will not pursue him any further. Unless their goal is specifically to end his life. If this is a vendetta we are dealing with, we may still all be in danger, depending on the organization in question.
Yeah. Definitely think we need to keep our wits about us, as far as that's concerned.
All right. Wormspit, if you could disperse scouts through the possible areas, see what information we can find.
I'll see what I can dig up for you, sir.
We should ask where Bakala Anas was last attacked. Maybe there was a clothing item, some story that was left behind.
Perhaps. I can begin a full-scale investigation if you wish, or would you all like to head it up instead?
Look to Joe better.
Does anyone have any strong feelings either way?
No.
All right. Tell you what,
Let's put
Wormspit.
it in.
Go ahead, Lilith.
Yeah, so let's put an end to this story.
Yeah,
Make it
Wormspit.
better.
Get what you can about his attack and what happened, where, the exact when. Get all the details you can, and we'll go from there.
Very well.
Hopefully, in doing so, you can continue to build a rapport with him.
I shall do what I can. I should also say, he did request that he be allowed to defend himself at the trial.
Of course.
If he so chooses.
Very well. I shall go prepare the investigation.
Thank you, Wormspit.
No problem at all. And
Before we go-
Wormspit
Yeah.
gathers his paper and departs.
All right. Before we head back out into the field, we need to be assured that we can function as a team once more. Is there anything more that needs to be aired out between individuals? I kind of look from Norbog to Penn to Lilith.
I don't know where you two stand anymore.
Messy.
I'm sorry. If only for my rashness. I forget that there was a time that I stood up for someone who was in a different situation, but somewhat similar. I was the only one. For a while, at least. I believe people can change. I believe there is good in everyone. I just never wanted it to come down to putting any of us in danger for someone who actively sought to harm us in the past. And this is actually just an awakened mind, just an Norbog. And after hearing the stories of what you've been through, and knowing what I know, if anyone ever hated you for you and wanted you gone, I'd do anything I could to get in the way of that. I'd kill anyone. And in a moment, it felt like there was someone who absolutely would have done that to Kshana or I. And it felt like you were with them and not with us. And so I lost it a little bit. I felt very alone.
I understand, and I know you would kill anyone for me. Sometimes I don't want you to have to kill anyone, though. If you don't have to, and I don't think we have to. If I didn't see some optimism, I wouldn't let him come close to you or Kashano. But I know he helped me, and I know he helped all of us, even if nobody else remembers. And I think that's enough to take a chance.
And I'm right beside you.
And that
Every
was all an
time.
awakened mind, by the way, just you.
And I'm going to try to hug her.
You can hug me. You don't even have to try. Like, Norbog sees you move and just big bugbear hug. We'll be okay. It's hard to not act rash sometimes. My gods, I know it is. I have to school it so many times. Because I don't have the privilege to be rash sometimes. So I know, and I can't blame you for it. And I'm glad you changed your mind. Thank you.
course.
Lilith sees this display and is a little envious that you guys can communicate it so well. She's not good at this.
Oh.
Lilith, why mercy? You were so angry last night. Why mercy now?
His past was not so different from mine. I got lucky to becoming him. At least in this world. But in the other world, I remember my actions similar to his. Wanting to make it better, the world. Thinking to exterminate what you think is ugly is right. Burned my entire family and its castle. I can't forget the images that I was shown, that I've done. And what was the result? Imprisonment in Avernus. I don't... Maybe that was the right punishment for someone like me. I don't know.
Lilith, you forget I've known both versions of you, and I knew the one who did terrible things. And I can tell you, truly, you were still worth fighting for. I never gave up on either you or Gilbetta from that world, or Penn. There was still hope despite all the mistakes, and Lilith, you're worth fighting for no matter what. Because you're my friend.
That's why I changed my mind. Vakela and I didn't have a chance. Because I had you all with me to stop. Whatever crimes or problems I would cause because I'm so angry. So, I don't know, it was like he was set up for this kind of life thanks to the world we live in today. Is that fair? Because he didn't get the help he needed. I was lucky.
I was lucky too that I have my dad and my mom, because it could have gone differently for me too. So, I'm glad we're friends.
We okay?
And I like offer her a hug. I don't want to presume, but
Yeah, I know. I'll come right in, and even my tail will reach around for additional hugging.
Aw.
I think while these
I'm really
conversations are happening, Kashano's slipped down to the holding cell.
All right. He is doing his pull-ups again on the walls of this place.
I'm sure I could never quite understand your perspective, but you should know I'm sympathetic to it. Actually, you don't need to know that. That's not what's important. What I would encourage you to think on, since you've asked to mount your own defense. Make sure you enter into that defense earnestly. I've known people like you. I understand you think you failed. My concern is that you don't intend to defend yourself, not truly.
You are the pragmatic one.
Try to be.
Yes. I make no excuses for the things that I have done. Though the actions that occurred at Boriskir Bridge were not my own, they were the result of my teachings. So I am responsible for the lives lost there.
That's something I can certainly relate to.
I can make no other case but that.
Responsibility not to be taken lightly. And yes, when those under your command commit wrongdoings, you are responsible. At least in part.
Yes.
But it's your other values that concern me. That you think the most powerful should be in charge, should rule over the rest. No justice can come of that. And the city within which we currently stand is testament to the same.
Is it?
Even the powerful are few.
Yes.
And the many,
And the
though
powerless
they may be,
are afraid.
they are afraid. They merely need to be emboldened. I ask you to, at very least, value your own life. I'm working on something. And I hope that very soon I'll be able to show you and many others that the powerless together are very strong.
Very well.
Try to get some rest. Don't let your demons get the best of you.
My demons are but whispers these days.
They have a way of coming back around. I'll turn.
Very well. And as this scene unfolds inside the Manor Deep Water, or the Waterdeep Manor House, on the roof, in the dark of night, Marcus Phoenix walks along the top of the roof, whistling to himself. You might as well come out, Wallace. I know that you're there. You never was good as stealth as I was. And a man appears on a neighboring rooftop, stepping out from behind a chimney. Ah, you need to work on it. Your collar was brushing against the bricks. It's all right. You'll get me next time, I promise. Oh, Marcus. Always so pleased with yourself. And he flicks a black coin out to Marcus. Marcus snatches it out of the air. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. Marcus, there's a new boss. And he's calling in all the debts. even yours. Either you come in quietly, or they're going to make you. And Marcus peers closely at the coin and rolls it over in his fingertips a few times. All right. Fine. Fine. I'll come in. Tell them I'll come in. Give me 48 hours. You've got 12, Marcus. So good to see you again. And the man steps off the roof and disappears. And that's where we end today.
Ugh. It's heavy. It's a heavy app. Oof.
Woo!
Yeah.
But we're
What
all
an
back
episode.
together again. Yay!
We got a nap.
We need an entire 3 hours to do that. Holy
Right?
crap.
Right? It's like, oh, okay. Like, but we did it. We got to emotional reconciliation. Man, what a cool episode. What a cool thing that we do here, guys. Holy crap. I love it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and seeing everything that's going on here in the show. Please like, follow, watch our other stuff. Thank you so much to the people that donate to us. And like, if you can't donate, don't worry about it. Just like, tell your friends. All the views, all the clicks, all the follows, all the subscribes, all help us to keep doing this kind of thing. So we appreciate it so much. Tell your
And
friends,
thank you
make
to
it
our
bigger, help us grow.
Sponsors that we
Oh.
totally have
Nope.
Nope,
mentioned.
there's no sponsors.
Nope, we're good.
Just kind of-
Not today.
Well, we have familiar affiliate.
Oh yeah, if you like
Found
Sound
coffee,
familiar?
if you buy some coffee from Found Familiar, foundfamiliar.com.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Use
Buy
the,
some coffee from Found Familiar. That'd be good. Check that out.
Thank you to all
use
our
the-
patrons.
The link was in there earlier.
Thank you to all our patrons as
As a
well.
warlock, it's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, patrons.
And thank you to our generous donation. Stay tuned for the post-credit scene.
Yep. Stay tuned for the post-credit scenes. Thank you, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much. And until next time, class dismissed.
It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles. Maybe it's just me, but you guys won't.
No, we won't.
You guys just don't.
No, we don't.
Follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining, but instead of gaming, you find the weirdest other things to do.
Before everyone heads back to the keep, Shauna goes out for a little walk uptown to the yawning portal. Done! Been a while.
Oh, boy. I didn't hear about the world ending.
Nope, you wouldn't have. Can we get a little chat, little private room? Got something I think you might be interested in.
All right. Well, I hope you're not burying the lead this time. Last few times you came in with news, it was pretty disturbing.
I think you might like this.
All right.
And
Yeah, he sets up a private room and goes in with you.
now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've never really been a fan of the Master Lords yourself, have you?
Oh, look, I can't say I'm really a fan, but I love that they don't shut me down.
Yeah. Rather not have them shut you down. But I find myself with a rare opportunity to shake things up in this city a bit.
Oh?
Well, not to go into detail, but I have some ideas. Some plans. And I could use your help.
All right. I'm listening.
I need you to do a bit of outreach. Quietly, of course. I assume you're still tapped into the shadow area parts of the city?
Yeah.
I need you to send a message to every gang leader, every group of kids, everyone we can trust, anyone who's downtrodden, anyone who would like to see things change for their betterment.
All right.
I need them all to join me for a little meeting. Do you think you can do that? Just the leadership.
All right. Where's this meeting happening?
I was hoping you would have a recommendation for that. I'm sure you don't want them all marching in here. I'd rather not have them marching into our facility either, but perhaps there's somewhere in the Undercity where we can gather the huddled
I knew
masses.
you were going to ask for that. There could be, but we might have to talk to Xanathar.
I was kind of hoping to keep that one out of this.
He's been really jumpy about the Undercity lately. Either we talk to him or he finds out about it later. We could try to do it in secret. It's up to you.
I just don't know how on board he's going to be.
Well, I mean, he's kind of mellowed out in his old age. Maybe. I mean, you're a good pitch man. Give it a shot.
All right.
You sold more specialty drinks around here than any other barkeep I've ever had. And some of them were literally just like rag water and ale. So,
yeah, but tourists are dumb. And look, Xanathar's not the brightest candle on the shelf, but a little more volatile than... Okay, all right. Yes, let's loop in the Xanathar. Why not?
Look, if you can get him as an ally, that's a hell of an ally.
Yes, I don't disagree with that.
All right.
Just a very big if. But
at the very least, we could probably get the permission for the room.
At the very least.
Get him to leave us alone.
I mean, who knows? Perhaps what I have in mind might lessen the competition for him around here.
I think he'd like that.
But I don't want to burden you with knowledge, you know, plausible deniability.
Yeah,
and all
I'm already
that,
a little scared. So, yeah, that's cool.
Let's just say 2 weeks from now. See if you can secure the room before then for me.
I'll see what I can do.
You know where to find me.
I sure do.
Knew I could count on you. And if you guys want to see where this is going, Kashano's gonna need some more seeds. We're bringing in the Xanathar. Oh, I like that. That's a nice touch.
I thought you'd be into that.
Oh, you know it. Until next time. Viva la Revolution.
There was adventure, but you guys wouldn't venture. Instead, you said the mountains looked real nice. Middle of winter, you went to the hinter, lands of permafrost and frozen ice. You hid from every danger, you wizard, rogue, and ranger, and found the perfect alley for your quest. In the lands of no man.